So we keep introducing Mobupps team all over the world. And now today I have a special guest, the Chief Operating Officer, Bella Katsir. Hello, Bella. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm great. Always great to talk to you. So I'm really happy on this one. And I'd like you to introduce yourself to our audience because I know how big a superstar you are in our company, but they don't know. They're yet to know. So tell a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm really honored to be here. And for me, it's not something that I take lightly. Every time that we have an opportunity to show Mobupps in the brightest way, I'm all forward. So let me introduce myself. I'm Bella. I've been in the global marketing industry for like 11 years and in Mobupps especially 7 years. And what is really special about my path in the company is that I actually started like a normal account manager, and the company has the biggest heart by giving me the opportunity to keep growing. Every year they got me promoted. So I was managing the media team, then the media and the advertisers team, slowly becoming a vice president, and then becoming a COO. So it's really an enormous path. And I think that my path should be an indicator to all of the company that how people can actually, by hard work, can grow and grow.
Yes, that's a great example of how like hard work leads to great achievements. So now let's get to the questions. I'm sure with all those experience you described is going to be a very interesting answer. So what are the issues and benefits in the ad industry related specifically to geos you worked with, and what are the differences and similarities between each other, and how local approach in the geo is more effective than just centralized communication from one place?
So first of all, let me start by the issues and so on. But in general, I was managing the European market mostly till the last few months. So I will speak more about the European market and how we can differentiate it from the other markets. Because actually every market, even though the industry is so similar, every market is managed in a different way. And even the advertisers and the way that they see campaigns and the way that they manage campaigns and even the systems that they actually use is really different. So main issues, as I mentioned, there are a lot of similarities, but main issues is really common for everybody. This is fraudulent activity, no qualities activity. So these are the issues in the industry that advertisers and publishers are focusing on. And main issue in the last 6 months is the iOS change. Apple actually made a change, a huge change in the scan industry, and it affected all the markets. So it's like a big obstacle right now for the market. When it comes to benefits, I think that there are markets that are easier to grow, we can say. Like, for example, the European market, you can actually generate much less installs or conversions or events in your campaigns and actually generate more money than the local approach. I can say that most companies in the world would say right now that it maybe doesn't make a lot of difference, but I can tell you from my experience that not only it makes a huge difference, but it actually what is making our company grow so much, because there are so many obstacles to start with that we are encountering in this industry. For example, language barrier. Because this is a global industry, a lot of the times there are so many misunderstandings anyways, and there are markets that you simply cannot go into, like China and like Japan, for a simple reason. For example, language barrier. To China, I went to conferences twice, and yesterday I was telling the CEO, I was remembering this occasion that he took me twice to a conference in China, and towards the third time I told him, don't take me, because it wasn't beneficial for the company there. He should take only the Chinese team. Half of the people there were not able to speak English, so I was not beneficial. So imagine to yourself now a European market trying to get into China. They also have their traditions. They have like this tradition, when you go to a conference, you have to hold your card with both of your hands, and you have to like these are minimal things that people, if they don't understand, this can break a partnership. So language barriers, time zone difference, For example, our India team. So we have there Apurv as our team leader, which is an amazing and a phenomenal guy. And I can tell you this, that by him being from India, he's really light person. In Indians, they work a lot. They work all the time. They are available 24/7. And Indians can understand Indians like that, you know? So these are market barriers that by only being there and being local, you can actually feel the advertiser. And obviously when somebody speaks to you in his language, can come to your office, you can go to his office. These are big things that actually help the partnership.
I totally understand you. Even recording these videos, we have a lot of team leaders and they always talk about similar things, but they are always from different angles. This is why this is so beneficial, because they covered, well, they talk about the same problems maybe, but they always bring some different spark into it. Like it's always different. I'm always worried about that, for example. I'm also like, maybe they will say the same thing as the previous guest, but no, it's not. It's always different. And I'm always educating myself. Okay, let's get to the next question. What are the solutions and most compatible tactics Mobupps you can offer in the regions you mentioned?
For example, this is a huge topic for me. I can tell you that I have a passion to this topic because actually all of the tools, all of the things that Mobupps has developed, I'm really involved. I'm in love with what we do. The service that we give to our clients and how client-oriented we are is so an added value to this industry, because this industry is always on a run, always on a run. Let's upload a campaign, let's run it. And the added values that Mobupps has is, first of all, before everything, is the teams. Everybody is so professional. And here the local approach is really an added value as well, because here, for example, when we hired the first person in China, we hired him from LinkedIn, for example, but other than that, he will hire by his knowing of other people. So we hire people that we know, we hire people that we know how they work, and we advance people in the company that have proven themselves. So the teams are a huge added value to the every advertiser or publisher that will work with us. I can tell you that another added value for us is the way that we treat our customers and the way that we analyze each customer differently from each one, because the KPIs, the restrictions, they're really similar to all, but you can say that the approach that we take as a company is really different. First of all, in like mathematics, if you don't know 1 + 1, you will never know the rest. So we try to understand the basic things that the advertiser really needs, his restrictions. We try to always get the CRMs of the clients to see more information that we don't see on our side. We try to always be proactive and to show the advertiser even minuses. If we ran the campaign and we did something wrong, how we will correct it. We always have a plan B. We always try to see 3-4 steps ahead of the advertisers. So we are really client oriented, and not only towards the advertisers, but also for the publishers. For example, if we have an advertiser now giving us a budget, we have a method that we work by, a whitelisting and a blacklisting method. So by the vertical, by the GEO, and by the type of campaign that the advertiser is giving us, and also the KPIs, we will know exactly what type of media to allocate to this advertiser's campaign. And if we don't have a whitelist media, for example, this is a new vertical for us, or we never tried it before, or for example, we know that in slots and in casinos we're so-so, what we will do, we will test with a test budget. We will try several publishers that might be really similar to what we're looking for. And we are going to, after analyzing $200, $300 of budget per each publisher, analyze who to actually add to this campaign. So we work in a really specific and client-oriented method. And last but not least is our in-house system, which is, I call it Mafo is life. This is life, absolutely, because Mafo has 3 different tools that we have developed. First of all, it has an ad detection and protection from fraud for our clients. So we, first of all, collect the information and we do not even on a click level pass it to the advertiser. So if we're preventing it on a click level from being passed, we're going to prevent this user from even being passed to the advertiser. Second of all, we have their auto optimization tools. So even if we are not working, the account managers, Muffle is still optimizing by the goals and KPIs of the client. And third but not least, we also have there a tool that is collecting the data. For example, like I told you, whitelisting and blacklisting data. And by knowing which offer we're taking by vertical, by geo, we will know exactly how to suit, like a suit and a nice dress on a person, the media to the advertiser. So this is completely an added value for Mobupps.
This is very interesting description because I witness this magic every day and I can subscribe to everything you just said. Okay, let's get to the outro. This was very entertaining and very interesting. This is a really new angle. Thank you, Bella. So now there is a chance to say something to our partners and to our audience, because we are growing our audience with each episode. And by the way, I really appreciate it. Like every new episode of our podcast is getting more and more popular. We get more and more audience. We're more and more motivated to do more. This is why we brought you our superstar, Bella, by the way. So this is a chance for you to say something to our audience and maybe someone else.
Honestly, people in the company, they know me. So they know how passionate I am about this company. I love this company. If I was an advertiser and if I was a publisher, I swear to God, I'm not just saying it because I love the company. I would completely come to us to promote their offers because we're really so protective of our clients. And I didn't mention a really important thing. Our client retention percentage is above 75%, meaning every client that we have, we try to maintain and we have them for years and years to go. So people come. We are here to serve you with a big heart and with a big professionalism.
Thank you. This was the most passionate person in Mobupps team, Bella Katsir, and one of the most passionate people I ever met in my life. Thank you, Bella, for doing this, and I'm sure this is one of the greatest episodes we did. Thank you, Bella.
Thank you so much.